Hello everybody, this is DDK here. We got some great production value going on. I hope you're liking that overlay that I totally didn't make in 5 minutes. So I want to start upping the production value a little bit. So this is a small step. I assure you this is not gonna be a permanent fixture, this whatever I've done here, but I'll work on it for this to be pretty funny. So anyway, I had a request for a game against between Gellehsak and Apheleon from 2003, so I'm gonna fulfill the request and we're gonna bring this demo to you. And now we're gonna go to a fancy scenes changing thing. Boom, there we go. Alright, fade the music out. Okay, so let's get into this game. Gellehsak and Apheleon. CPM15. There is quite some amusing banter. Interesting, I have no words for this. Right, I'm gonna timescale through this. Right, okay, I have no idea when this is starting. I'm pretty sure I checked that beforehand, before recording. But whatevs. Alright then. Okay, here we are. So, seems like... Okay, I'm not sure why the demo was like started a minute in, but never mind. So we've got Apheleon picking up that frag, and he's got a weapon advantage on Gellehsak with all the major weapons, and he's going to get this red as well, so it's going to put him in good stead for the Mega, which should be spawning soon. And he's looking to get an angle onto Gellehsak using that teleport to full effect. We'll jump in on the Mega, and Gellehsak's trapped, but we'll make a hasty escape. And Apheleon has so much to play with right now, completely stacked, all the weapons, and Gellehsak's got to try and survive. Let's have some draw gun. This is so professional. There we go. So Apheleon trying to look for those angles. You can see that there's so many angles to play on this map, and that teleporter in the middle, which Apheleon's going to use a lot, is really going to help him abuse even more angles. And you can just see him there crouching with the rail. A strong tactic. Is he crouching? Is he still just crouching? He was just crouching there with what the hell? Alright, so Gellehsak making that frag. I have no idea what Apheleon was doing there. But whatevs. The crouching, not all it's cracked up to be. The crouching. Maybe he's been playing too much Counter-Strike. But Gellehsak here, now with a rail at least. Let's see what he can do. And despite the fact that Apheleon had a better stack and picked up the Mega and the other armor there, Gellehsak's going to land a lot of damage to try and equalize that. So this game is kind of weird. It doesn't even seem like they're playing all that seriously, but it's a 2-2 scoreline, and CPM15 can often be a very defensive and low fragging game. Gellehsak with a good rail there on the exit of Apheleon. Apheleon had to try something there, considering how he was completely trapped at the red area, which is somewhat of a death trap. And it didn't pay off. Gellehsak hitting the shot, and Gellehsak again hitting the shots he needs to hit. As Apheleon did actually get that Mega, but and that's something Gellehsak has to be aware of now. Whenever you see the enemy pick up the Mega and deal enough damage to remove it, you got to be aware that it's going to be spawning in the next 20 seconds. And we can see that Gellehsak is on position in this Mega area, although as I say that, he's halfway across the other side of the map, thanks to the lovely speedy movement of CPM. And making all that noise, Apheleon was creeping around, took advantage of that and managed to get some damage onto him, but it wasn't too much. But Gellehsak's put himself completely out of position here, and as a result, Apheleon's going to get a great engagement there. Perfect engagement for Apheleon. Let's switch back to Apheleon. And Aph really playing quite well there. That was the perfect play to make. Abusing the mistake of Gellehsak there in getting himself out of position. And Apheleon going to use these teleporters well to try and cut him off, but he's not actually landing the shots. Gellehsak seems to be hitting much more, but Apheleon seems to be playing a lot smarter so far in this game. We're coming up to the 5-minute mark, and a 1 frag difference to separate the two players. And Apheleon is a frag behind, but as long as he keeps making these good decisions of his, I see it going pretty well for him. An engagement here at this rocket area, and Apheleon coming out of it with better position, but Gellehsak with more damage seems to be the common trend in this game so far. And a little cute trick jump there. So Apheleon racing back to the Mega side. Mega's not going to be spawning for a while, but as Apheleon still has it, but Gellehsak was lurking around there and just trying to get the kill, but constantly trying to get that kill, but he can never quite land the damage. These two seem very evenly matched in very different ways. Gellehsak having the fighting advantage, and Apheleon having the, so far, game sense or game knowledge advantage. And Gellehsak gonna be getting away there. It's maybe more health than he should have done. Again, trapping himself in this low area. Apheleon can really abuse that if he chooses to do so, but instead he will back off and let Gellehsak have some breathing room, and he will get that yellow. And although Gellehsak gets that lower yellow, we've got Apheleon again with the better stack, and he's also going to be hopefully getting the better engagements, the better positioning. But as we say that, he is not necessarily in the best of positions. But yeah, I mean, Gellehsak finally getting himself a clean Mega, and he's, look, we can see him making use of this. So Gellehsak, oh, good rocket there, completely missed that. Wrong POV. Nice mid-air there. And Apheleon are going to find him again at the red. So Gellehsak, just all he needs is that one good engagement that Apheleon's been getting a lot of but can't capitalize on. And Gellehsak managing to capitalize and getting another Mega. So we have to see if he can actually build on this lead. A good rail there from Apheleon. He's looking for the shots and sticking around too much. Every time he takes a rail in this kind of position, it's going to be much more detrimental to him than it is his opponent, as his opponent has the better stack. So I don't know if I like him sticking around after hitting that first rail. Maybe not respecting Gellehsak's aim enough either. Through the teleporter here. Goes Apheleon going a bit Rambo modes. And he didn't get a good frag, and instead Gellehsak's going to wander back into the Mega, into Apheleon's view, and actually get himself fragged. So now we have a situation where Apheleon's going to be able to run some of the spawns, and if he doesn't take too much damage here, he's got to be careful. That shotgun at close range could be devastating, and unfortunately for Gellehsak, he did not capitalize correctly on Apheleon's mistake by hitting the point blank range shotgun, which would have changed everything. And now Apheleon back again in position, and Apheleon got to be careful. This teleporter, he knows full well that Gellehsak's going to be there. Oh, good rocket jump. I like that a lot. Had he actually not fallen down, that would have been a really awesome play, because typically the disadvantage would be of going through that teleporter would be to basically get yourself out of position. And what he would have been doing there by doing that rocket jump is not only does he get the damage in and make himself safe for Gellehsak, who's camping that area, he also actually manages to get position back straight away. So I really like that rocket jump. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out the way he perhaps had intended it to, and nevertheless he is looking in great shape as he grabs that Mega, and he had the red. But although Gellehsak, if we switch to him, going to hit some amazing rockets, 2 in a row, direct hits, going to knock Apheleon down from that 200 stack to a 0-0 stack, equating in his own death. And with a minute left to go and 4 frags, Gellehsak needs to make this count, and Apheleon will get that armor, and Gellehsak does pick up the frag, but he hasn't got any armor to play with right now, so he's going to have to hit some great shots. But Apheleon hitting those rails, wow, nice spawn. You don't see that in Quake Live. Wow, good spawn there. 50 seconds of free frags, totally doable. Gellehsak going to be powering through the map, trying to pick up a frag, doesn't care about giving away his position with his noisy movements. He just needs to get the frag take the inefficient engagement and go for it. Luckily for him, oh, good rockets. Luckily for him, Apheleon was actually in a terrible position to defend against Gellehsak, even though Apheleon probably had a much better stack. And Gellehsak picking up the spawn frag on the yellow. Apheleon maybe sticking around for too long. It's going to tie up the game now, 9-9, and with 20 seconds left, switch to Apheleon. Oh, good rocket from Apheleon. I'm missing these rockets. I keep switching pod at the wrong spot. Apologies for that. And 10 seconds left. It all comes down to this fight. Oh, it's a bit of the shaft. It's going to make his way around the back. Overtime. Okay, Gellehsak is in much better shape as we follow Gellehsak now during this first moment of the overtime. We're going to see that he's going to have the weapon advantage, as I don't think Apheleon has a railgun, but he doesn't have the position at all, and he's basically giving away everything item-wise to Apheleon. Oh, but again, he just lands the shots. Gellehsak just great at making the shots happen when he's in terrible positions, and Apheleon again beaten back. And Gellehsak works his way onto the red, and Apheleon doesn't read his position correctly, and he's going to allow that to happen. And now again Gellehsak kind of trapping himself in this spot, but is Apheleon going to let him out? We'll have to see if Apheleon can capitalize on this, and he comes back, and there we go, he gets the frag, switching back to Apheleon. Does spot the mega up there, and that's going to be a free pickup for him. And looking in a great stack, he's going to have to get himself onto this red. He really needs this red, and he needs to take as little damage as possible whilst he does so. And he gets a bit cocky there with that pummel and gives away the red for no reason at all. And despite landing a lot of damage, he's putting himself in a terrible position now. No rockets, no armor, no red spawning soon, and Gellehsak gets everything. So let's switch back to Gellehsak and see how he handles his position of his that he has made for himself. And he decides to lag. Not the best of decisions in that spot, I think. So he gets the mega. It's gonna really solidify his stack. And as he comes to this red, he's gonna be looking for a frag. Maybe he could have actually gotten or contested that red, but he took a long way around, being very cautious. Doesn't want to squander his stack, hits the shots again. Oh wow, you can really rely on him to hit these crazy shots. He really doesn't set himself up for good fights, but he just hits stuff anyway, so I guess if you can do that, it's all good. And there we go, we find him just running around, going for the shots, and he does get taken down by Apheleon. Definitely pushing his luck to some extent is Gellehsak, and the second overtime has begun. And now it's Apheleon who's looking in the dominant position during the second overtime, but Gellehsak coming into his back there, and it's not something that he anticipated. And although he managed to keep his calm, keep his composure, and hit the shots, and he took Gellehsak down. So Gellehsak's going to be at least content that he should be able to get this red in time, but it could be close if Apheleon actually pushed it. And no, but he's going to get the exit damage, and Gellehsak gets taken down once again. So 3 frag lead for Apheleon, and it's starting to look pretty strong, but Gellehsak hits a good rocket, and there we go, another one. So switching back to Gellehsak as he picks up those double 25s, is going to be in a position to try and do something. He just has to make sure that he gets control though. He can't be putting himself in terrible positions, and now he's actually got less health, so if he can... And I don't think he capitalized on that situation as much as he could have done, but nevertheless, it's good for Apheleon. Let's put it that way. Wow. Wow, Gellehsak. What are you doing? Oh my god. He doesn't care. He doesn't even care. Just walk up, 4 direct hits with a rocket. Why not? Gellehsak style. 30 seconds left. 2 frags. And he makes the rocket jump. Oh, is he gonna get it? There we go. Apheleon, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one finding that funny. It seems like Apheleon finds it pretty funny as well, but he will hit a direct rocket of his own there as he plays defensively, trying to wear the clock away. Oh, comes in with a rocket, and there we go, another overtime. Jeez, another third overtime has just begun. So 2 minutes in these overtimes, and it's looking pretty even as far as, well, not that even. Apheleon does have the red, but he did take some damage there, but gets the Mega as Constellation. And Gellehsak again, not in the best of positions. This is a really horrible position. He's only got 2 ways to exit this area, and Apheleon not managing to hit the shots again, and Gellehsak managed to kind of worm his way out of that. Oh wow, look at that. That was a really good trail. Pushed him straight into the lava. And it's going to deal a lot of damage, but he's got to follow that up now. There we go. And Apheleon is weak, and Gellehsak not able to finish him off. So 2 frags, 1 minute. Gellehsak, what are you going to do? He knows he can't get this Mega. This is not looking good for him. Oh, the Mega's still up. Oh, okay. Aphe is there. He's just baiting it. Gellehsak making some nice moves, lagging around a bit, and 30 seconds left to make these 2 frags now. And here's the engagement at the red. Gellehsak again gonna hit that rail, and as we switch to Apheleon, it looks like it's what's happening? What's happening? Is this gonna happen again? Are we gonna get the instant spawn frag? Oh, he picks up the yellow. He lags around. Oh my god. Okay, you can do it. Oh god, where is he? Alright, not another overtime. Okay, that would have been a bit too much, maybe. Okay. Wow. Interesting game. After winning that one. Very back and forth. I can definitely say that Gellehsak was by far the better fighter, and I don't know about movement too much, but he definitely hit a lot more. And he kept putting himself in really weird fights, and Af could never seem to really take advantage of that. Gellehsak would just win the fights that he was supposed to lose, or deal way too much damage. And oh look, I can switch the scene back. Okay, there we go. So that was an interesting game, and I hope to bring you more. Hopefully, if you guys can shoot me more requests are really good, because a part of the hard part for me is to actually find the demos and spend the time basically trying to acquire like some decent demos that people want to see. So thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.